James and the Trouble of Trees. Thomas the Tank Engine had been walking the coal yards all day. The little blue engine was covered in coal dust. "We can't clean you up night tonight, Thomas," said his driver. There's a problem with the hose pipe." "Bother," said Thomas. "A bath will make me feel much better. The others were sure I look silly." But the other engines were too busy to notice Thomas. James was talking the loudest of all. "I deserve a new coat of paint. Sir Tom has said that I'm the pride of the railway, and—" "Rubbish!" "Rubbish," huffed Henry. "Rubbish!" huffed Henry. "We are proud of the line." "It's like this all day," confided Percy to Thomas. "James is getting a new coat of paint and won't stop boasting about it." "Bruh, why James? I'm the one who wants a new coat. Look at me." "Ha! I'd rather not," retorted James. "You are not my present sight, and I won't understand that needs a really improved engine." Thomas was fuming. Next morning, as James was being repainted, Henry has any accident. "If you can't push cars properly, Henry, why you not talk to a tree instead?" You know you like the forest. You know how much you like the forest. As a matter of fact, Bossy Boiler, Sir Tom is expecting the iron for trees that was too close to the line. He was worried they might cause trouble. "Pah!" Laughed James. "If I come up of a tree, I just push it aside." "Really?" Henry replied. Soon James was showing off his paint work. "Make way for an important engine." "You won't feel a point on a tree if one of those trees crashed on you. You feel hurt," replied Percy. "Rubbish! It won't dare." "Yeah, wouldn't dare." "You should be careful, James. Trees can be just as powerful as engines," advised Terence. "Oh, please! Now, excuse me, Sir Thomas needs me to pull the express," and he huffed away. But James was wrong. "You must go to the yard and collect any important goods," would explain James. "It's heavy, so be careful." "But, sir, I was just being repainted. Can't Thomas or Percy do it? They're dirty and like working with freight cars. Railways or engines, don't argue." So James didn't. But the time he arrived at the yard, the weather had changed of the worst. "Your car is nice, James. Put on your face now." "So," said a freight car. James ignored, then he set off. Soon they came to a hill, and his driver knew they were for a difficult time. Any old trees close onto the tracks was blown by the strong wind, and the rain had weakened the slope. All of a sudden, the tree moved. "Oh, help!" cried James. "Go away!" But of course the tree couldn't. James tried to reverse away from the tree, but the train was too heavy. Then he heard a whistle. "It's Thomas!" called his driver. James felt was and worried that Thomas would laugh at him. But Thomas didn't. He knew there was no time for teasing. Beep, beep! I'm ready, whistled Thomas. So am I, replied James, as ready as ever be. They were just in time. Later, James spoke to Thomas. Passing timers are so right to me. Thank you for rescuing me, Thomas. Oh, that's all right. We engines must pull together, whatever the weather. Just then, Edward bustled in. So, Tomrad thinks you are both brave engines. Thomas, you can get to have a new coat of paint. And James, Sir Tomrad said that tomorrow you will pull the express. Everyone was very happy.